all the videos and YouTube channels presented in today's podcast is not sponsored nor our copyright material and is owned respectively to them. Enjoy today's podcast. We just really don't want to deal with life right now.
That's pretty much
your host, AJ.
I'm Joey. How's it going, everyone?
It is currently Wednesday, September 18th,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's hot. Yeah, Joey and I just can't really deal with life right now.
Seriously, for fuck's sake.
Life update. It sucks.
I need to lock my door, but continue with what you're gonna say. I'm listening.
I hope people were able to hear my water drinking. Either way.
This is not gonna be a very interesting episode. I'll tell you that.
No, it's probably not, but I mean, it's better to try than not. Am I right?
To be honest, yeah. I'm kind of feeling it. I got my mug. I got a brand new mug. It's an Edward Scissorhands mug.
Dude, okay. So because since you mentioned that, I just want you to know that is my favorite Tim Burton movie of all time, and
Mine's
it's the
too.
only movie that I've actually cried to.
I've cried with fucking... Sorry. Who cares? I've cried with Adam Sandler's Click. You know, the Click movie?
Dude, I will admit, Click hits hard. It really does.
Because I have a very, strong attachment to my dad. So, me watching Click and having his dad die right in front of him kind of sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It made me tear up in a hair salon.
Yeah. For me, the reason why Scissorhands is the only movie that I've cried to, especially freaking bald. Like every single time I watch it, I bawl out my eyes, and people don't understand why. And it's because he's actually a good guy, but people can't see what's good within instead of the exterior, and he gets pushed away by people that he loves. And it's just I feel that, bro.
He's the homie. I want to have him on the podcast. I don't care if he cuts me.
And if I remember, wasn't Winona Ryder in it?
Huh?
Wasn't, I could be wrong, but wasn't Winona Ryder in the movie? I thought she was.
I'm not sure.
I'm googling it now. Because I'm pretty sure she was.
My favorite Tim Burton movie is Corpse Bride.
Dude, Corpse Bride is so good.
It's
Yep,
really good.
Winona Ryder. And the only reason why I remember her being in it is because that was the first movie that I ever saw her in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately I was like, she's pretty.
She's pretty.
Yeah, no, I was 10 years old, and when I saw Winona Ryder for the first time ever in my life, and again, that was my first movie that I saw her in, I was like, man, she's very pretty.
Well, guess what, Austin? You're pretty.
Thank you. But I will admit, Winona Ryder still looks really good.
I don't know who you're talking about, by the way.
You've seen Stranger Things, right?
Yes.
Will's mom.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
Holy crap! No, she looks great.
Yeah, no, she's
Sup,
gorgeous.
Winona Ryder.
She's gorgeous in my opinion, and plus I can relate to her because in her personal life, she had depression and anxiety and had to push through that in her early years of living before going to college and whatnot. Well, becoming an adult in general. She was actually bullied a lot to the point where that it caused her depression and everything like that.
People fucking suck.
And what's funny is that one of the bullies, years later, as Winona Ryder became famous, one of her bullies became one of her fans and was like, oh my god, I love you in this movie, I love you in this movie. And Winona Ryder's like, you don't remember me, do you? And she's like, what do you mean? And she's like, I'm the girl that you bullied back in, I think she said middle school or high school. It was one of those two. And like just basically straight up was just like fuck you. And like um so like that was really cool to learn.
Yeah.
Um
Overcoming your enemies and surpassing them is the best feeling ever. I
I'll
have
never surprise my enemies.
I had a bully. It was yeah, it was one of those asshole kids, you know, the ones that love to embarrass you in class.
Hmm.
I had one of those. His name is not. I have a lot of Christians in my past life, but his name was
Hmm.
Christian, and it's not the person that I know and
My
that I still talk to. But
my cousin's name is Christian.
well, he about to
It,
learn today.
yeah.
No, but we were in English, and like he would constantly, because I had this crush on this girl called Sabrina, and she was really pretty, IMO. Um, so I
Was
would,
she a witch?
huh?
Was she a witch?
No, no, she wasn't. She just listened. She was going through a phase, you know, like those like emo phases or whatever. But now she's like a full blown like
Oh
poetic
no. Oh
woman.
no, not because of the emo part, because of how her name is Sabrina.
Oh, you're so stupid.
Well, I mean, you are for not getting the reference, but you know, it's
Whatever.
fine.
I no, I've actually never seen Sabrina, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, dude,
I've
that's
heard
my
good things
childhood.
though. Yeah, but no. So we were in English, and the English teacher treated us to some Jello. I think it was Jello Day or something like that. I don't know. It was like a Puerto Rican thing. So we're sitting down, and I'm eating my Jello, and I'm very happy. And then I look over, and Christian's like tapping it with his spoon. And mind you, Sabrina has a really nice like body. Like she is well developed. And Christian goes, "Hey, look, I'm tapping Sabrina's ass," and I'm like, "You son of a bitch! I swear to God, do not disrespect her like that." You know, like kind of like that middle school intuition. But yeah, I was just really pissed off, and like
Mhm.
he would constantly bully me because I always like because I was a chubby kid, and I still am. But he would like constantly harass me and like slam dunk my man tits and shit. It's, I would hate it. Wherever you are, I hope you're doing better, but fuck you.
Damn.
So yeah, I've had a lot of those though. Like
Oh, same,
the
same.
in high school and when I was in Point Siena.
It actually still happens to me because I don't know why I'm just such an easy target for people.
Oh
Um,
yeah, same here, dude.
so like it still happens, and like sometimes it gets aggravating. Sometimes I'm able to just ignore it, but at the same time, it's just like,
Well,
could you like
sometimes it's
not?
between friends. You know what I mean? Like if it's between friends and you we target
Oh,
each
oh no,
other,
but like
well then
that's the
that's
thing. I'm not
different.
talking about friends. I'm just talking about people in general. Like people still do that to me
Mm-hmm.
in general. Like
Uh,
friends, yeah, like friends. Yes, I'm fine with that because they're my friends. Like, but
oh
no,
my
like
god.
just random people still do this to
I
me.
don't know if
But
I should be talking about this because it's work related, but there's this guy at
mm,
work. I barely talk to him, barely. But every time like there's a group involved and we're like talking, and
mm,
he would always shut down my idea and make me look like an idiot. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I
yeah,
don't freaking know you. Get off my case, bro. Like, fuck.
yeah. I'm not gonna say what exactly, but something that I had um a lot of work put into during Full Sail. Uh, sometimes I was like kind of treated like that. Not not like them downing it because like it was a dumb idea. It just got to the point where that they would think that I would do certain things irrationally, and it's like no, I wouldn't because I wouldn't, and
Hmm.
then would not pay attention to the other person, and then the other person would be the one that's irrational and be like, man, look at you stand up for us, blah blah blah, and like all it did was actually like not ruin our reputation, but like kind of made it a little more gray.
Hmm.
So like, I don't know. It's whatever.
Screw people, man.
Um.
Screw people. More of the story. Fuck off.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Um. Uh. To talk about some positive news. And of course, of course I was gonna do this before Joey even said something to me before we started recording.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was gonna go into Pokemon stuff from the get-go so that we could get it out of the way, because I can tell that Joey is done with my crap when it comes to Pokemon, because since I talk about it basically every episode.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love your enthusiasm. I just feel no. I love your enthusiasm, and I like that you make conversation for it. I just feel like it's very one-sided. You know
I
what
mean, I mean, it's just reporting somewhat video game news. Like,
I mean, go ahead, talk all you want. I honestly don't mind. It's just I feel like people are gonna be like, ugh, this again.
Yeah, no, but like blame Game Freak, because like it's because as we get closer to the game's release, they're just got to keep announcing more stuff.
Yeah,
Which the game comes out literally in less than 2 months now, officially. So,
ooh, that's true.
um,
So you know how
but I
I'm
want to.
sorry.
Yeah, what? No, go.
You know how I'm a Zelda fan, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know what game comes out in like this Friday?
Yeah, a game that I really want.
I
want
am
it so bad.
so excited for this game.
Dude, the Link's Awakening remake just looks freaking fantastic.
How
And
much
it's
are
one
they-
of the and it's one I haven't played before. So like that's another reason why I really want to get it.
How much is it? Are they selling
What?
it for 60?
Yeah, it's full price.
Jesus.
It's fine though. Apparently Mikey wants to get me Overwatch, and then like all of us can be able to play Overwatch.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up buying Overwatch this Friday instead of just Zelda.
Rip. Well, I know a certain someone that we know. I'm not gonna say her name just in case if she doesn't want her name to be mentioned in the show.
Oh yeah.
But she's very excited of the fact of how that we're all gonna get Overwatch because she wants more people.
I'm a really good
So-
Junkrat player, just letting you know. Like I'm crazy good.
Dude, she hates how I main Brigitte, because so the thing is, the numbers are different between console and PC for very obvious reasons. But apparently Brigitte's like worse on PC compared to console.
Mhm.
But like I was trying to tell her like, no, like even if she's like, even though that Brigitte is not that good in PC, I can guarantee you will be probably impressed of how I play her, because I can actually play Brigitte. But the other character I can play is May as well.
I'm really good
So-
at Junkrat, and I recently got on PS4 to see the new heroes. There's a new
Yeah.
hero. There's the mine guy.
Sigmund, I think his name
Yes,
is, or something like that.
Yeah, he's okay. But the one who I was really impressed by was the new support hero. He's a guy. He's
Very interesting.
He's-
a very, very interesting character.
I will say he is low key kind of broken. Because if
Sort
there's an ultimate that like for example Junkrat's wheel, you know how it has
Mhm.
health. If it's under the little drone that he puts out, like if it's within the radius of it, it can't get damaged.
Yeah.
Like you can just detonate it whenever you want, and that's it.
but again, I think on PC it's a little bit different, because since most of the time numbers are different between the console and the PC version. So maybe I don't
It'll
know.
be interesting. I wanna play it.
We will find out once we have it this weekend and be able to play. But I'm happy that I finally have Minecraft on PC, like how I've been wanting that for the past 2-3 years.
I wanted to buy it for you, but you were like, no, I
But-
want it
Hey, I don't like it when people buy stuff for me.
now. We've been over this.
No, we have. Um, okay, but yeah,
Anyway,
to,
for Sir Farfetch'd. Sirfetch'd.
yeah, the Pokemon stuff. I'm gonna show both the English trailer and then the Japanese trailer, and there's actually some backstory to this that you probably don't know, Joey, and I think you'll probably find fascinating.
Sure.
But I'll say that after we watch the trailers. Um, so yeah, here's the American one,
Ooh.
which was okay. I don't really like the American trailers. Like their presentation's kind of like weak in my opinion. But yeah, Sirfetch'd is the official evolved form of Farfetch'd. Some people think that there's going to be a Galarian form of Farfetch'd. I don't think so. I think Farfetch'd can only evolve possibly within this new region due to of the circumstances. Of like how hardcore it is to battle in the region. And then here's the Japanese one, which is kind of the same footage, but like there's one thing that makes it a little more distinct, which is going to be right here. Like it has that Japanese style.
Ooh.
But yeah, Farfetch'd is a normal flying type. And Sirfetch'd, I love that. I just love that look. So Sirfetch'd is actually a pure fighting type, so meaning it's going from a normal flying to pure fighting. And some people find that very odd due to the fact of how Sirfetch'd is still a bird. But I think the reason why they did that is because look, it has that giant leak, which looks like a lance. And then it has that giant shield, and like within the combination of its own body weight as well as the lance and the shield, it makes it at 257 pounds. If I remember, I think it's actually heavier than a Alolan Executor, I think, or something like that.
Damn.
What? Yeah. So like,
An
I think that's why it's
unit.
yeah. So like, I think that's why it's pure fighting. Because of just
Wait,
that.
so the first evolution is going to be flying, and then it's going to
Well,
be fighting, or is it just going to be just straight up fighting?
so people think Farfetch'd will have a Galarian form, but I don't think so. I think it's just normal Farfetch'd who evolves into Sirfetch'd, and of course, Farfetch'd itself is normal flying.
Okay.
But some backstory for Sirfetch'd though. So Sirfetch'd can actually go, can be traced back as far back as like 1999. Because in the beta versions of Pokemon Gold and Silver, there were a numerous amount of Pokemon that were in the beta but never made the final cut, and one of them was actually an evolution for Farfetch'd that looks very similar to what we just saw, but like kind of different within the design style for Johto Pokemon. So like that's how far back it can actually be traced back. But I know this is gonna sound weird, but there's something called the Ben Affleck leak. Reason is because whoever posted this leak, they posted it with a picture of Ben Affleck for some reason. But so far it's gotten every single thing it said correct. So all of us kind of knew that Sirfetch'd was going to be a thing, and of course due to the hint from last week, it just kind of guaranteed it for us, especially since people were like looking at certain hints and wording and with the glitched picture and everything like that. So we were just waiting for this trailer for basically a week, but we finally got it. And personally, I love him. I think it's the best Pokemon that we've had in the past 6 years because I love Froakie.
Right. I like the design for the new coffin, which is
dude, I love that so much too because I don't like Weezing. I think Weezing,
I mean,
just normal Weezing, is just very bland. But I love Galarian Weezing. Like he
Yeah, he
he
looks like
really he steals my heart.
he's a
But in
baller.
Sirfetch'd comes around. um but here's the thing though. So Sirfetch'd is actually exclusive for Pokemon Sword. So you won't be able to get him in Pokemon Shield unless if you trade with someone.
Ooh,
Um
okay. Are
so
you getting both?
yes, I'm getting both. So
Baller.
I'm fine. Um but I know a lot of people are complaining about that, and it's like this is nothing new. Like Pokemon does version exclusives all the time.
Hmm.
And of course, there's some people that go like Sirfetch'd, holding a sword and shield, which it's not really a sword; it's more of a lance. Holding a sword and shield only can only be had in sword. Like, um,
What?
yeah, but like some people have pointed it out though, because so they're doing gym leader exclusives for for this gen. And the third gym leaders in Pokemon Shield is a ghost type, but then for Pokemon Sword, it's a fighting type. So some people think the reason that that one partial reason that Sirfetch'd is exclusive to Sword is so that probably because that gym leader is going to use
Surfetch.
Sirfetch'd. Uh, but of course, that begs the question: who's going to be the exclusive for Pokemon Shield? Which a lot of people are like, oh, maybe it's a Pokemon that hasn't had an evolution either like Shuckle or Dunsparce or I think they said Delibird. And like I'm just sitting here going like, does everyone like do people not know about the Ben Affleck leak? Like, look back to that, and like after it talks about Sirfetch'd, it talks about a brand new evolution for Meowth. So I think that might be the
So
version
it won't be
exclusive.
Persian.
That's the thing. It didn't get into detail about that. It just said like here. Wait a minute. Let me Google it. Like it said something along the lines like as if it's like a different form of version of like Persian or okay. Where's it at? Okay, let's go to images and it's probably in there. Yeah, here it is. That is a small picture. um
I hate when Google does that.
how oh, okay, there we go. So right here, some Pokemon like Farfetch'd will get regional evolutions like Sirfetch'd. And then right after that it said Meowth looks like a ball of spiky gray fur. So that so due to how they said Meowth looks like a ball of spiky gray fur, I think that's just got to be a Galarian evolution, a Galarian
Variation.
variation,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
which of course, if that becomes true, I can already see people complaining about that because they're like, Meowth already has an Alolan and it doesn't need a Galarian, but I think
But it's
Meowth
a
is perfect
region.
for.
Who cares?
Well, not just that. Oh, okay. But like, not just that, but I
I
don't
think
think
it.
people understand the true potential of Meowth because if you think about it, like there are many different kinds of cats, but they're still relatively in the same family. There have been other cat Pokemon, uh, but like I think Meowth is a better basis to have even more cat Pokemon without like making new ones and making different versions, if that makes sense. Um, which personally I wouldn't mind if there is a different Meowth because in all honesty, I actually kind of do like Meowth. And I like the Alolan version too, so like it would be interesting to see a Galarian version, but I can already see people complaining about that. I know one YouTuber I watch for Pokemon, like immediately he said that like he's already complaining about how that Sirfetch'd is exclusive to Sword and he doesn't like that. And I'm just sitting there going like, dude, you've been a fan of Pokemon for years. You center your career around it. so you should know that they do this stuff. Like, so it's whatever.
I feel like
But
the Pokemon fan base is just a whole bunch of complainers, dude.
yeah, to be completely honest, like the Pokemon fan base is so toxic, it frustrates me. It really does. But so because of Sirfetch'd though, and like how many positive things that people do have to say about Sirfetch'd because they absolutely love him. I will admit, all of my friends who like Pokemon so far do not. Well, it's not that they don't like him; they think he's just meh. But I'm just in here going like, I don't think you understand like true art when it's in front of you. But you know the internet; they're very quick about doing things.
Yes,
So
they are.
So I do have 2 videos relating to Sirfetch'd again, really quick.
So fast.
Both of them memes. The first one is a combination of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with Sirfetch'd. I've never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but like I want to because of the facial expressions. They're so extreme.
Yeah, they're really good.
Love it.
The hell?
And really quick for those who can't see, because since you're listening to on either Podbean, Spotify, Google, or iTunes, basically they like took the footage from the trailer and like combined it with like all the noises from some clip of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, and they look like
matched
they're
a little
fighting
bit.
stand.
Yeah.
And you know, I thought he looks pretty cool.
And of course, this next video, this guy is like just
how they designed them. So they just
talking about of like how Game Freak designed Sirfetch'd.
They made him wait.
Now he's
in like a very comedic way.
And then they just took his his leak. They made it.
They stretched it. They took the leak, they photoshopped it, and they stretched it, and then they gave him a pine cone for a shield.
And then it's not that funny. They just made him a shield, and that's Sirfetch'd.
That's great.
Oh, brother.
Oh wait.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
And then boom, just a picture of a pigeon.
Look at the top of his head.
I like Sirfetch'd as well.
Yeah, like
That's
I really
basically
love
it. They
Sirfetch'd.
just gave him a pine cone shield, and then they stretched out his leak.
Yeah, essentially.
That's what she said. Wait, what?
Whoa, sir. Like,
No filter.
you're right.
I'm very curious as to what you wanted to tell me on Discord. It's like I have something for you waiting for the podcast that I can't wait to show you.
I'm gonna do that a little bit later.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I love surprises.
It's because I kind of want that to be like not necessarily the end, but like between the second and third act of our podcast.
Does it involve Mikey's N-word in a class or something like that?
No, it's better.
Oh, it's better.
It's better because oh my god, because so here's the thing. I found out about it through a YouTube video that was suggested to me. I watched it and I was like, no, this is not real. I Googled it and this was a legitimate thing back in 2006. And I was like, oh my God, this is like the best freaking thing ever.
Okay. But in the meantime, tell me about Mikey's N-word. I don't understand.
So there's a video. I think I sent it to him, maybe. I'm pretty sure I'm the one who sent it to him, but like,
is it
like a
borderline offensive? Like, is it podcast safe?
I mean, like, it can be offensive, but like, I'm not gonna like go into detail of each thing.
And you won't actually say the N-word. Duh.
No. But like it's like a 20-second clip, and the clip is called the top 10 N words.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like it goes through the list, and like the whole time you're waiting for like the bad N word. And then like it gets to one, and it's not even that, and then like that, and then like that's when out of nowhere it's like an honorable mentions, and it's just like, whoa. Can you like
with
not?
a picture of Obama? Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
So what about that?
No, I think he was just memeing and referencing to it.
Oh, I thought you guys like put it in a class or something.
No.
Oh, well, I thought it was bad. It's like, oh, I'll save it for the podcast, and it's like, well, if I know about it, then it doesn't matter.
No, it's not that. It's nowhere near that. But technically the thing I want to talk about, it could be turned political if you make it political, but by the end of the day, we're not gonna do that. Like, we're just gonna make fun of the entire thing because it is actually kind of funny.
Oh shit.
But I got another Toby in the MCU video for you if you want to see it.
Oh, I'm very excited for that. Go right ahead and send it.
Yeah. And it's called Peter Parker Retrieves the Time Stone.
Spare his life, and I will give you the stone.
Okay.
Like Peter Parker just like took the place of Thanos.
Yeah? Oh! Hey!
Like those stairs.
Stuck again?
Like the way that they're staring.
Coming.
That is so good. He takes the stone and then just freaking leaves. Puts it in his pocket. See you later.
Oh man.
Those are the best.
Yeah. Like they're really good videos.
Give me rent.
Okay, so I did find the top 10 N-words video, but we're definitely not going to play it.
Oh.
We are definitely not going to play it. I will play this though. Wait a minute. This is actually another good clip that I found.
Oh man. Top 10.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What? So it's Grovile lip sync to Michael Scott.
The Office. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen
think-
The Office, by the way.
You never have?
No, and I kind of don't regret it, to be honest.
No, dude, like, give it a chance. It's really funny.
I just don't really have an urge to watch it, to be completely honest. Like, I don't have anything against it. I just have no urge.
I feel like it's because, oh, everyone watches it, so it's cool, right? Like, no, it genuinely is funny. Like, it's one of those
Actually,
shows.
that's not what I was thinking at all. Nowhere near. Like I just like from clips I've seen online. Yes, it's funny, but at the same time, even after watching those funny clips of it, I still have no urge to see it because I don't think it's my like
Your sense of humor.
no. I just don't think those characters are my type of characters, if that makes sense.
Mm. I feel like
Like-
I'm just naturally attracted towards cringe comedy.
Like, for example, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine when it's just essentially the same exact thing, but just within a police station and like just not an office. But I think what draws me to Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the characters.
I feel like
Be-
it's what I like about The Office is that everything is like over dramatic, and they just try to make it really funny, and they try to be funny, but it just ends up making you cringe, and it's cringe comedy, and I just love that. My favorite episode is the parkour episode. That really got me. Like
Yeah.
Michael Scott was, I think it was Michael Scott. Michael, he was like searching through the web and he found like popular parkour videos and stuff like that. It's like we can do
Mhm.
that. Like they just jump over a sofa and then they just yell parkour, and then they're like they jump into like a trash bin or something like that. They get seriously hurt and they're like parkour. Like, are you okay? It's a really good episode. I like it, but it's not for everyone. I get it. Like for example,
just like-
everyone loves Friends, and I don't like Friends.
Yeah, I love Friends. Like, it's actually my favorite show of all time. Not even kidding.
How I Met Your Mother is actually funnier to me.
Again, that's the same situation for me, where that, like, I've seen clips, they're funny, but it's just the characters. Like I don't think people
attract.
like I just don't think people understand. It's not really about the comedy of the show. It's about the characters, like the roster of characters, because that's the thing that's got to keep you invested, especially into the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And we all attach to different types of people in general,
Right.
whether it's life or a freaking TV show. So, like, personally, I think it always comes down to a roster of characters. And if you have really well written characters, there's always an audience for there to be had. Just as much as there would be an audience for them to not like the show, because that's just not their forte of characters to, like, connect with. That's the word I was thinking of. Connect.
I
don't
think
know.
I think the reason why I like How I Met Your Mother more is because there's like a storyline. You know what I mean? Like something happens in the first episode, and then in the second episode they just continue where they left off, and it just keeps going like that. I feel like Friends is just sort of like one episode is one thing, and then one episode is the other thing, and it's like kind of
Well, I mean,
inconsistent.
that's most sitcoms.
Yeah, but not How I Met Your Mother. Like everything is just sort of like, for example, I feel like I've watched several Friends episodes, and like something happens in one episode, and then they kind of don't reference it at all. It's like they're living in multiverses or some crap.
Actually, they reference a lot of episodes, like a lot,
Do
but like they just don't make it
Consistent.
obvious.
Yeah, they do reference it, but like in How I Met Your Mother, like for example, they go back and forth, and they're like, "Oh, remember that one time that you tried this?" And then they do it like a flashback, and then I like that.
Okay, so that's the thing. I fucking hate flashbacks.
I love flashbacks. It's like, oh, I remember when that happened. Haha, that was pretty
Flashbacks
funny.
flashbacks are a waste of time, because if you're a genuine like fan of the show, you don't need to see it in order to know what they're talking about.
Right.
And it's just filler. It's wasted time. It's burning screen time, and I don't like that. And like I say this for every show, and I mean every show.
Then you must
every
hate
single
Family
time.
Guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, like I love Seth MacFarlane. I just don't like Family Guy.
Yeah, he's a funny.
I do like the Cleveland Show though, even though that only lasted for 3 seasons.
Yeah, no one watched that, and it was.
I did.
It was kind of weird.
Am I no one?
No one watched it. No one. You were one
I
of the
watched
few.
it.
You were the 1%.
Okay, and
You're not a market. You're not an audience. 1% is not good enough.
that attitude's not gonna get you anywhere, dog.
Yep.
Gosh, freaking Happy Feet is being suggested to me everywhere.
What?
Yeah.
Can we talk about YouTube suggestions?
I mean, we can talk about them. Yeah, sure.
I got suggested Minecraft for the PS3 trailer.
Okay.
A trailer that came
Um,
out 3 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know if
Why?
you've heard about this, but the YouTube algorithm is not really that good.
I know it's not good. Why the hell am I getting a freaking trailer? Like sometimes it's gold.
I don't
Like for
know.
example, the it's raining video, and then they talk about pizza and they point a gun and it's all because he wants them to play Twister. Like that was gold. But then you get crap like Minecraft PS3 trailer that came out like 5 years ago.
Ooh, there's a deep dive analysis 15-minute video about a silent voice portraying anxieties. I'm gonna put that in my watch later. No, like I'm definitely gonna watch that. Like, no,
Ooh,
like I really
deep
like.
dive analysis.
No, I like videos like that. Shut up.
You know what I like?
Me?
Audio analysis videos. And you.
Oh.
There's
Oh.
a YouTube channel.
Oh, it's good that I come second.
There's a YouTube channel. I forgot the name.
Depression.
That did a video about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and like sound design. And it was called The Art of Silence in Breath of the Wild. And I thought it was amazing.
Nice.
So, yeah. There's like 50 audio clips for like fire in the game. There's like 50 audio clips for like you hitting an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dope.
I mean, that sounds pretty standard.
Yeah. No, well, the thing is that like, well, that is standard. I agree, but they usually do like 5, maybe 6 or something like that. But depending on the weight that Link carries, is the different sound effects that they use for the environment. Like if you're carrying like a really heavy sword or something like that, the sound would be different, you know?
Yeah.
They put a lot of attention to that.
Hey Joey.
Yeah.
Did you know that every Christmas I'm a very good boy?
What does that have to do with anything?
And I put out milk and cookies for this guy to enjoy.
No, stop it.
But Santa never brings the right toy.
Stop it.
I felt
Is this
I
a
felt
meme?
like giving up.
Is this a meme? You know what?
I
I'm
felt
leaving.
I felt like giving up on this
Show's over.
holiday joy. But if you've ever seen the Santa Claus, you know you become Santa if you put on Santa's coat. You can kill him and leave him dead up in the snow. The elves don't even care about you murdering their bro.
I'm just gonna drink my water.
I mean, I would show you in the audience what exactly I'm like talking about, but it's a song, and like I don't want to be copyrighted for it.
It's a really stupid song that shouldn't exist.
No, it's a comedy song that's absolutely hilarious.
It's dumb.
It's about wanting to kill Santa Claus so that you can become Santa Claus and like have all the toys, milk, and cookies for yourself.
And to fuck Mrs. Santa Claus.
Actually, he does mention that at some point.
Yep. He does. What
It's
a baller. He's a baller, man.
I have not seen this anime, but I'm gonna play this video anyway because I'm actually kind of curious due to how Drake and Josh is in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Premiere is airing
Drake? What? Where's the hole?
You've never seen Demon Slayer?
No.
You were supposed to cut it out with the power saw.
Dude, I'm gonna.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes.
So go get the power saw.
Okay, I will.
I love Netsuko.
I see the problem.
Oh, do ya?
Damn.
Okay, so let me just say that right now, after this is done, you need to go binge watch Demon Slayer.
Well,
And if
no,
you-
because it's not even done yet.
It doesn't matter if it's not done.
It does. It does matter because I would rather just want to sit down and watch all of it.
Well, One Piece isn't done, and are you not gonna watch it until it's done?
Dude, I don't like One Piece.
But
What are you talking about?
I'm using it as an example, like an anime that has like 100.
Okay, use an
fucking
example of
thousand
a show that
episodes.
I actually want to watch.
Well, how about you suck my hairy ass? How about that?
I mean, sure.
No. No.
Like, I don't know what else you want from me.
I want you to watch Demon Slayer.
I will once the last 2 episodes are out.
Oh, you're waiting for the first season to be done.
Yeah.
Well, technically, the first season ends at episode 20.
But yet, when you Google it, it says season 1, episodes 1 through 26.
I know, but like I'm saying, technically, it ends at episode 20 because of him.
Actually, the first arc ends at episode 20.
Well, there you go. The first arc ends at episode 20. So watch the first arc. Damn it!
I will when the rest of the show's done.
I'm gonna stream with you. Just watch
But that's the
damn
thing.
anime.
But like that's the thing. I haven't watched anime in 8 months. I know I've told you this like 5 times already.
I don't care. You need to watch Demon Slayer and Fire Force.
Okay. Okay, but I got a lot. Okay, so I'm definitely waiting for Fire Force to be done. Like it's nowhere near done. But no, like I'm just behind on anime in general. Like
Dude, Fire Force. Oh, and Premiere. Oh my god, I can't wait for Premiere.
I'm wanting to see it in theaters tomorrow, but I don't think Pedro can go
You
with
want
me.
me to drive up to Jacksonville just to see Premiere?
Dude, like you have work tomorrow probably. I don't freaking know. Actually, you probably have work tomorrow and Friday.
Is it going to be in theaters until Saturday? Like, is it going to be in theaters Saturday?
No, the only times left are tomorrow and I think Friday.
I really want to see Premiere. I'm probably gonna go see
Same
it after
here.
work or something. I have $20.
I have a $50 Fandango gift card to use to watch it. Like
Don't you think that's a funny name for a company?
Fandango.
Fandango.
Dude, I remember when Fandango was like you print out a piece of paper, walk up and be like, "Yo, I bought it," and then they just like look over it and be like, "Okay, this
I
is
remember.
legit."
I remember the
Like-
commercials for it too. It was just paper bags with like googly eyes and stuff.
Yeah,
That's the life.
those were the days.
Can we talk about old commercials? Those were the
I
best.
mean, I'm not gonna remember them, but sure.
Oh, do you remember the?
So for Promare, really quick.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's one showing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it looks like that. It looks like there might be something on Saturday.
Oof. If not, I'll just catch it on Crunchyroll. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's actually a wait.
I take it back. I'm not driving up to Jacksonville. It's like a 2-hour drive.
No, duh, it's a 2-hour drive.
No, screw that. No, it's a waste of gas.
Okay, so only in select theaters for Saturday,
Oh,
but
crap.
but it is in most yesterday and tomorrow. It's whatever. Looks like I'll never get to freaking see it.
Oh yeah, it's only wait. It came out yesterday, didn't it? Like they've been showing it
Yeah.
yesterday. I forgot. Oops.
Well, no, they have select days and times to see it, which was 7 p.m. yesterday, 7 p.m. tomorrow, and whatever time on Saturday, and like that's it.
It
It's
might
done.
already be on Kiss Anime actually.
Yeah, but that's not good quality.
No, it isn't. You're right. I want to see. I want to see that IMAX quality. You know what I'm saying? That freaking 4K.
Well, not just that. I want to watch it legally. But
You right?
actually, I know that you're not really that much of a football fan, a American football fan. I should probably specify that.
Yeah.
But and of course this is for viewers who are listening right now who do like American football. This season is the 100th year of football.
Oh yeah, the anniversary.
Yeah. And NFL Throwback is the name of the channel on YouTube. They did a 30-minute video of like the history of all the teams since 1919 or 1920 or whatever. It's very interesting going from one point to another. It's because I know there was at one point when the Steagles were a thing for a whole season, and the Steagles were a mixture of Steelers players and Eagles players acting as one team. I always knew about that, but I never knew why. Because of this video, I was able to learn that it was because it was during World War II. So the majority of the players for the Steelers had to be shipped off to the war. And the Steelers still wanted to play football, so the Eagles were like, "Oh, just hang with us," and that's what they did for a season. And then for the following season, they attached themselves to the Cardinals. Back when the Cardinals was still in Chicago, I think. Did that for a season, and like a season or two later, that's when they became the Steelers again. But yeah, like there hasn't been failing or folded franchises since like the late 1950s. So that's very impressive, I think.
That's cool.
But there have been so many different teams that I didn't even realize. But I'm kind of happy that I knew two of them without even like hearing about it beforehand. Like for example, the Baltimore Ravens. Like
I've heard of them.
Like I'm like, I bet you that's because of Poe, the poet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly why.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. And then for Chicago Bears, I always like, I thought to myself, probably it's Chicago Bears because of the Chicago Cubs, the baseball team, and that's exactly why. But the reason why they chose Bears is because football players are bigger than baseball players. So Cub, Bear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got 'em.
I like history stuff, but that's just me.
What do you think about the Olympics? What is your opinion on that?
I don't pay attention.
You don't like the Olympics?
I didn't say that, did I?
I'm just asking. I don't know. It says you don't pay attention, it's because you're not interested.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Doesn't mean that I don't like it.
I don't know. Oh.
Because let's admit it, like if Mario and Sonic actually existed, no one has a freaking chance.
Why did that catch me off guard? Because let's admit it, if Mario and Sonic existed, that reminds me, I gotta show you this video. I'm pretty sure you've already seen it.
What a dork. That's me. Don't wear it out. I know that this is gonna sound weird, but I've always had a soft spot for NASCAR, not as an actual sport in real life, but I've always had a soft spot for NASCAR when it comes to the video games. I do not know why, but I find NASCAR video games some of the best racing games of all time.
I feel like Gran Turismo takes the cake, though.
Don't get me wrong, Gran Turismo is really good, but I don't know why. There's something about NASCAR. I think NASCAR has the best arcade racing.
No,
I think
you're
it's the
wrong.
best way to say it.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
No,
Daytona Racing has the best racing arcade cabinets. Freaking fight me.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Daytona Racing? Are you kidding me? You don't recognize the iconic Daytona? Let's go away. Daytona.
One, no. And two, I said some of the best, not the best. So calm down there, okay?
I was gonna say, I must have
down.
misheard. Shut up. I must have misheard you. But Daytona.
And also, I just googled it. The only reason why that game existed, is because
of the Daytona Derby.
well, that, but it's largely largely inspired by NASCAR. So without NASCAR, it wouldn't exist.
Daytona, let's go away.
But to just get to the point that I'm trying to make,
Yeah.
well, not the point that I'm trying to make, but just to get to the
Nitty gritty.
end, I haven't played a NASCAR game in so long, but I've always heard good things about NASCAR Heat, and the newest one came out, and every single time I look at it, I was like, in all honesty, I would low key like spend money if I had it to get NASCAR Heat 4.
Maybe with revenue from this. Ooh, I don't know. I don't even know if we're getting revenue for this.
I mean, not yet. but I don't know how long that's gonna take though.
Yeah, baby. All right, so I wanted to share this because you said Mario and Luigi at the Olympics.
Do it, Daddy. Yo.
You've seen this?
No, but I already love it. Oh, damn.
No, help me,
Oh,
Mario. Mario, no. No, Luigi. Luigi.
Luigi!
Yo.
Mario! I guess this is farewell, brother. I'll leave the rest to you.
Thank you, brother.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oi, oi. I didn't think you'd actually jump in after me, brother. I must say,
Oh
I'm
my.
touched. I've got to admit.
For context, real quick. So Mario and Luigi are going through a level. Luigi falls into a lava pit and I guess is ineffective. Mario jumps in to help him. Gets him out of the lava pool, makes it back, and he's like, "Thanks for saving me, Mario." And then he just dissolves into goop, and it's actually
Well, yeah.
Luigi.
Yeah.
And then I'll
Luigi.
rewind just a little bit before his monologue.
Actually jump in after me, brother. I must say, I'm touched. I've got to admit, I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. I know that better than anyone. But with EGAD's latest invention, I knew I could finally execute my plan. You were always the fastest and bravest, brother. But you weren't the smartest.
This is Luigi
and the
talking.
smartest always win. Now it's time for a new era. An era of Luigi. It's Luigi time.
It's Luigi time. Yo.
Mario shoves him into the lava pit.
Luigi, you fool. You thought I wouldn't notice? When you came back from EGAD last night, I saw a glint in your eye. Oh, and it was a sinister glint indeed, Luigi. I always knew this number 2 stuff was getting to you, and it was only a matter of time before you would do something about it. So
Respect.
right before we left for our adventure, I threw a copy on a man who looked very much like me. The fact that you didn't notice the difference was your blunder, Luigi. You were a good brother, but you should have always stayed in the shadows where you belong.
Yo, are you serious?
Luigi?
Number 1, number 2. Do you even realize what it's like to be born as a number 2 to a number 2?
Now
The
Luigi's
things you
pushed
make me do,
Luigi.
Oh my-
Luigi.
Oh my
Go through
god.
spikes, jump in pits, and that drain pipe. That one was the worst of all. But now it's time for you to suffer, Luigi. Suffer like I have. What?
Why are they laughing?
What's so funny?
Do it.
Yo, what?
Oh shit.
A mustache grew on top of his mustache. So Mario and Luigi combined together because of Cappy. It just
yet.
beat the crap out of Luigi.
EGAD of his failure.
Oh my gosh. And then it just goes back to cartoon style.
That's funny. It's one of my favorite videos right now.
Wow. Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey. So I think this is when I will get into the one thing that I've been like dying to tell you for like days now.
Yeah, dude. Like seriously, the
Uh,
anticipation
it-
is killing me.
It's because this will take time. It will.
Mm.
So I'm not gonna go into context, and I'm not gonna say anything until after I play you this 5-minute and 42-second video.
I'll pause in between here and there to describe to the audience what I'm looking at, because I've already been approached about.
So
what
really
the
quick.
fuck?
Okay, don't say the title.
Okay.
So here's the thing. One of the reasons why Happy Feet has been popping up everywhere for me, like how I referenced before, is due to of this thing that we're about to talk about. Like, so like that was kind of hinting towards what I was gonna talk about.
Okay, so what I wanted to say was that a lot of people have been approaching me, telling me that, hey, it would be cool if you can describe sometimes what you're watching in the video, because sometimes
that's what
looking.
That's what someone told me as well. So
yeah. All right, cool. Let's watch this.
But wait, actually, really quick. So essentially, all the footage that's being shown is from the movie, and the guy is just basically describing the scenes from the movie and like getting to how it relates to. Okay, so this is when I'll say the title of the video: anti-religious symbolism in Happy Feet. So the guy is already got to describe what scenes he's talking about to begin with anyway. And for people who have seen Happy Feet, good for you. For those who haven't, I'm not going to say watch it so that you can see the anti-religious
don't watch
symbolism.
It's
but I'm saying watch it because I personally think it's a good film, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently this was a thing back in 2006. Like, it was not necessarily a hot topic, but like it was a topic.
Sometime. And don't worry, something huge is coming, but I thought I'd give you something short to tide you over. So this review is about Happy Feet, and I'm not destroying it, even though some of you might want me to.
It's about Happy
I'm actually
Feet.
here to talk about the symbolism that nobody seemed to notice. At heart, Happy Feet is an extremely anti-religious movie, and when I talk to people about that, they're like, what? I've seen Mormon youth groups play this movie, and nobody thinks twice about what the symbolic implications are. Why does everybody think they have to shut off their brains when they're watching a kid's movie? And although their save the environment message is more blatant, I'd say the anti-religious message is much heavier. So why was everybody only talking about the environmental message in the film? People were like, propaganda, trying to teach kids not to steal all the fish from the ocean? Pfft, that's socialism.
I thought it was like an animated Inconvenient Truth. I half expected to see an animated version of Al Gore.
Actually, on Fox News back in 2006.
You can just notice it in the bitrate.
Global warming and the environment, instead of having them indoctrinated by some Hollywood director.
But I guess if they were going to have a pro-environment message anyway, they might as well make fun of fundamentalist Christianity. You're only gonna offend the same crowd. So the movie starts out, and right off the bat, you know they're already using symbolism, even if it is just blatant references. It's no coincidence that the character that acts like Elvis is named Memphis. But what winds up happening to him? All the male penguins are huddling around for warmth, and then the elder is like,
Praise to the great Gwyn, who puts songs in our hearts and fish in our bellies.
so they're religious. It shows the figure of their penguin god above them in the northern lights. But what's most important is that directly after it shows Memphis thinking about his wife, and it's in the exact same way that the northern lights were all above the other penguins. But this is in his head, so right off the bat it's implying that the god that they all worship is inside their heads. Later in the movie you find out that they have their own explanation for evolution.
1,000 generations ago, our forefathers forsook our wings for flippers. You graduates going to see for the first time are to reap the benefits of their wise choice.
Wait a minute, this looks kind of familiar. Then it turns out that they blame the shortage of fish on some religious explanation.
So late, what's keeping them? Pray, brothers, the great Gwyn does not test us with a lean season. Why, Noah? Have we not all...
I'm concerned. This is... Alright, you know what? I'll let it play out.
The main character searches for answers on his own and comes across a completely different culture where they have their own religious beliefs.
You want answers? Yeah. That's all you need?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
No.
Then this is very easy. You go see Lovelace.
In this one, they give pebbles to a crazy evangelist. He's very clearly profiting off of their superstitions. He's even speaking in tongues.
Speak to me, O mystic being! Yeah! This, friend, is my sacred talisman.
Oh my god.
Bestowed
Yep.
on me by the mystic beings.
You saw
I feel like my life is a
I
lie.
hear them! They speak through me!
And wouldn't you know it, later they reveal that he was just bullshitting the whole time.
You were swimming and it just got caught around your neck.
Oh, no way. He the guru.
Lovelace, did you ever actually meet a mystic being? Officially?
No.
I knew it!
No.
Thought I laughed.
Seems like the only antagonist penguins in the film are the ones who act extremely religious. I mean, the culture that the main character comes from is based around song, but he isn't born a singer, he's born a dancer. And no matter how hard his society tries to mold him into the prepackaged idea of what a penguin should be, they can't change who he is at heart. But of course, the elders don't tolerate things that are different.
You're just having fun.
Harmless fun.
Harmless? It is this kind of backsliding that has brought the scarcity upon us.
Excuse me, Smiley.
Why is he
Can you
Irish?
speak plain penguin, please?
Why is he Irish?
Something to do with me.
Because obviously a lot of people from Ireland are Christian. What? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
You offend the great Gwyn. You invite him to withhold his bounty. He rules the seasons.
He giveth and he can take it away.
You could almost draw analogies from his tap dancing to homosexuality. I mean, they basically had a gay couple in the sequel.
We could start a little swarm of our own.
We're both males.
We'll adopt. You adopt. I'll adapt.
But then again, it's not like gay rights are the only social issue the Catholic Church has been against. So I guess the tap dancing is just supposed to represent anything progressive. Because by the end of it, they realize that rhythm and melody are two things that definitely go together. Anyway, I think the main message of this film is to be yourself even if it means questioning authority. And that sometimes the easiest answers aren't always the right ones. Anyway, that's all I really have to say about Happy Feet. I hope you enjoyed my quick analysis of how...
I
Yeah.
don't know what to think anymore. My life is a
So,
lie. Everything.
I'm gonna read these 3 things before I get into my point of view.
Imagine going to a party and like just being like, "Yo, did you know that Happy Feet is like anti-religious propaganda?" And then he's like, "What do you mean?" All right, give me 5 minutes of your time.
like that was me in Louisiana when I was drunk off my ass, shirtless, and walking up to people, especially girls, going like, "What if I told you that 2001: A Space Odyssey is a spirit is spiritually in the same universe as Space Jam?" No, that actually happened. And like, here's the thing, I can prove it too.
I know,
but, like, not now.
I know you told me about this.
Okay, cool.
There's no, all right. For those of you who don't know, Austin is literally like the biggest Space Jam fan of all time.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's my #1 movie of all
He
time.
loves this movie.
And plus, sorry, but you're not giving it like enough street cred right now. It's not just Space Jam, it's the Academy Award winning Space Jam. Thank you very much.
It's the Academy Award winning Space Jam animated movie. You don't know how good this movie is. I've seen it literally more than 300 times.
No, dude, it's a masterpiece. Dude, I've watched it like at least over 1,000.
It's a freaking masterpiece.
Yeah, it is a masterpiece. I just, this freaking sequel is just gonna piss me off. But we're not here about that. We're here about how Happy Feet is anti-religious. So I found 3 different articles. Technically, I found more than that, but like, there's 3 where I just really wanted to focus on what they said because, again, I find it more funny than like actually serious. So the first one is from The Guardian. Miss Zoe Williams, back in December 12th, 2006, at 5:13 p.m. Eastern.
Why is it so specific?
Because it is.
Don't understand.
The title of the article is "Political Animals," and it went into several different movies. It went into Happy Feet. It went into Ants. flushed away Ice Age, The Incredibles, Cinderella, and like it just keeps going on.
Why Incredibles? What?
I do not know. I didn't read to that point because I only cared about Happy Feet for right now.
Political animals, like Incredibles is not doesn't have any animals. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Literally
I'm not the
not
one who wrote it.
Literally not a single frame in the damn movie has any animals. Literally.
I don't know. I'm
Probably
not the
birds,
one...
but that's it.
Like, I don't freaking know. Again,
You're
the
gonna
only
sit
thing
there
I
and
care
tell
about
me
right
that
now is Happy Feet.
You're gonna sit there and tell me, hey, spare me 3 minutes of your time, and I'm gonna tell you why birds are anti-religious in The Incredibles. Just 3 minutes. I got you. All right. Just give me two shots of tequila.
So she went into how this central premise of the movie is that there are, I hate my stutter, emperor penguins that express themselves through song. If they can't sing, they won't get laid, and society will shun them.
What?
Yeah, again, the word choices. I love it.
What do I do, Lord?
And then, of course, there's the central characters. Mumble, who instead of being able to sing, can dance, and Gloria, who can sing like a bird. Literally, they wrote like a bird. And then so that's when they get into the message. So this is the chunk of it. There is a lot at the start about self-expression and how individuality is one's most important gift to society. And yet at the same time, there is all the classic penguin stuff about how they huddle together for warmth whenever it's cold, which is almost always, being as they live in Antarctica. This is broadly liberal message containing the anti-totalitarianism, I had to say that very slowly, stress on individuality, while at the same time never using that as a reason to slough off civic duty. The plot thickens with a shortage of fish. Mumble
thickens.
Wait. Mumble, the nonconformist, has seen and heard inexplicable things. I said that wrong, but it's fine. A rusty JCB and an eagle with a tag on. And he believes that if he could uncover these mysteries, he would know what had happened to the fish. And of course, he is quite right, because the mystery is mankind, which is the eater of all fish. And of course, this is the last paragraph. The penguin elders, however, see things quite differently, whereas Mumble and Gloria are so hot as to be literally sexually desirable, even though that they are A, penguins, and B, animated. The elders all have hunchbacks.
What? Did you just sexualize an animated character?
They use a lot of basically Christian rhetoric. They blame the shortage on Mumble because he is different, and on his friends because they are foreign penguins. And of course this is in parentheses with Mexican accents. Period.
True, yeah.
They are inflexible, uncurious, savage, Old Testament conservatives. Mumble triumphs. I guess you could say this has a left-wing bias. That's literally what one article wrote.
That left wing. Or like left flipper.
So from the second article, which is from November 17th, 2006 by Ron Reed from ChristianityToday.com.
How long did it take you to find all this crap?
Oh, dude, not long.
Okay. I was gonna say you went on a deep dive, bro. If you went on a deep dive for a Happy Feet movie, I'm gonna be so proud of you.
Like, here's the thing. I don't even understand why YouTube suggested that to me, but I mean, I'm not.
It suggested that to you?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's how. Yeah. So the video I just showed you, that's what literally YouTube put that video in my suggestions, and I was like, sure, I'll bite, and like I clicked on it.
I was taking a sip of water as you said. I don't know why YouTube recommended this to me, and I just almost spit all over my damn desk. But okay.
So yeah, from Ron Reed from Christianity Today, November 17th, 2006. This is what he wrote. Have you seen the trailers? Just watching that little penguin dance his heart out makes a person feel good. Combined with a cinematic beauty reminiscent of March of the Penguins and a roster of genuinely funny, vividly drawn characters, Happy Feet will be a winter season smash. It's flawed. There's a clutter of themes and subplots that suggest the screenplay was written by committee, and a layer of smirking sexual innuendo that cheapens the film, but it's fun. Mumble is a baby penguin who doesn't fit in. Instead of
sorry, not Mumble, Mumbo. All right,
Mumble.
Wait, that's a lie too. Are you? I have to Google this.
Wait, what?
Happy Feet characters.
His name is Mumble, dude.
It's Mumble?
Yes.
I've always thought it was Mumbo. Yo, I've been lied to.
Dude, you're dumb. Love you.
I can't accept this.
Mumble
I'm gonna have nightmares of Mumble.
Mumble is a baby penguin who doesn't fit in. Instead of stumping along in the stately, ungainly way of emperor penguins, he taps, he skips, he cuts rug.
He cuts rug. Okay.
When it comes time for the little ones to find their heart song, quote, the voice you hear inside who you truly are, unquote, it turns out that our hero can't sing to save his life. His song is in his feet. And in a world where you are what you warble, I don't know that word. So yeah, and then for the final paragraph, one day when he's off by himself working out dance moves, Mumble has a run-in with some tough-talking flyer boys. The leader of this particular pack is also an outsider. He's got a yellow band on his leg and a paranoid story to go with it. He claims to have been abducted by aliens. When our penguin protagonist finds other traces of human presence in the Antarctic ice, he begins to wonder whether blah 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 blah. Oh, and then the rest is blocked off. Okay, never mind. But yeah, you can see how that there's like some interesting word choices. And then for the last one is from KansasTrueBelievers.blog.com.
True Believers. We believe
Kansas
that Happy Feet is an anti-religious propaganda. And here's why. Spare me 5 minutes of your time.
and literally the title of this blog is Happy Feet delivers an anti-Christian message to our kids.
Continue, please. I'm intrigued.
And again, this is a user from the Kansas True Believers blog.
I'm excited.
K Dowell is the name of the user. 5:33 in the morning. Jeez. Do you not have a life? November 24th, 2006. That was a Friday.
Oh god.
So this is what he wrote. My wife and I took our 2 children and niece to see Happy Feet last night, lured by the promise of an endearing tale of penguins, my daughter's favorite animal, and amazing animation. Boy, was I disappointed. Not with the cute penguins and amazing animation, which were indeed very well done, but with being assaulted the entire time. This was nothing but a 2-hour crusade against Christianity. It was
Do you feel attacked yet? Christian
It was
mortal.
an overtly political movie about environmentalism and humanism over Christianity. The main character Mumble is different from others because he dances instead of sings. He is ostracized from the elders and blamed for the food shortage because their god wouldn't approve of his alternative lifestyle. These penguins look more like vultures than penguins and are clearly representing the leaders of the Christian church. Sorry, like I went down a line. They actually make him choose to, quote, turn or burn, unquote. He must repent of his ways and conform to their traditional views. The point is clear. Christians aren't accepting of people
who are born different.
Different from ourselves, yeah. Won't allow them to be a part of our church and are harsh and judgmental. I'm surprised Mumble didn't come out by the end of the movie as a homosexual penguin, even though that he was with Gloria, whatever.
Dude, I was drinking water. Fuck.
Dude, that's on your own accord.
I almost spit take through my nose.
On his journey to discover the true reason why the fish supply is dwindling, he meets I cannot pronounce that. Televangelist, yeah. Oh my god, I got it right. Like Penguin, who accepts payment for words of wisdom and then hooks up with multiple penguins. The film actually depicts the character leaving his pulpit to go to the couch with 4 females, and he asks, quote, which one of you will be first, unquote. In fact, this movie has a lot to say about sex and a lot to sing about it too. It was very uncomfortable to watch adult and children penguins singing, quote, you don't need to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn, unquote. And jamming to the very, very inappropriate quote, let's talk about sex, baby, unquote.
And then can I have that as
Yeah.
my Twitter quote?
Wait, which one?
The first one. I want to have your body from dusk till dawn.
Oh yeah, you don't need to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn.
I'm gonna make that my Twitter, my Twitter quote.
Dang,
it's gonna be amazing.
And there's 3 more paragraphs, so bear with me.
I'm bearing.
Yeah.
Get it?
And then to top off the attack on Christianity, the first building you see when Mumble and his friends come across the human fishing outpost is obsolete. Oh wait, is a obsolete Christian church with a cross on top, followed by scenes of garbage floating in the ocean. A church and a fishing outpost in the Antarctic. This building wasn't necessary in the film except for the movie maker's not so subtle agenda. Christians don't be suckered in by penguins. Robin Williams' brilliant voiceovers and incredible animation.
Wait.
This movie is an attack on you.
Robin Williams was in that movie?
Yeah, he's the fat penguin that goes like.
That was him?
Yeah, of course.
That's another.
Did you not know that Mumble is voice acted by Elijah Wood?
I need to rewatch Happy Feet.
Dude, you really do. And if you do, please let me watch with you. No, because I actually like the movie. Not because of this reason.
It's a masterpiece. It's an anti-religious propaganda masterpiece.
No, it's not. Shut up. And of course, this is the last paragraph. My biggest disappointment, other than having wasted an evening that could have been spent in a much more enjoyable way, was having rewarded Hollywood for this attack on me. There's nothing like paying someone to insult you.
Wait.
Not.
The person felt attacked because the movie was released.
They felt attacked because it
Well,
it
first of
had
all, this man is a pussy, but he makes
anti-Christian-
great remarks. Like he's a great he makes really good points. But he's a pussy because he's like, I feel attacked because I'm a Christian. It's like you shouldn't feel attacked. Like they're attacking the religion, not you.
Well, let's say that this thing is real. This message. I would probably have to guess that it's not towards the broad religion of Christianity. I think it's probably just towards those kinds of people from Christianity because they do exist.
I guess.
But for the last two sentences, do not make this same mistake. Stay away from this film and tell others to do the same. And then let me read you a few comments on the blog.
Oh, these are good.
So here's one that says it's Christians like you that make people attack Christianity. Besides, even if Happy Feet was an allegory of Christianity, it's a pretty accurate reflection, isn't it? And then, of course, they said in response, Christians like me, huh? I'm not the one passing judgment on someone you don't know. And no, Happy Feet is far from the Christianity that I know and love.
I like how everyone is fighting each other because of a damn freaking penguin movie.
Yeah, I know. Like, if you look in the comments, like, it's just everyone and just like...
You're the most dumbest person that exists in the planet.
In my opinion, in the least...
theory.
In the least political way possible, I think people took very broad points of the film and made invisible connections that weren't there.
I mean, they do have a point. They do low key have a point.
Of course, if you say the right words in the right order, I mean that's the point of freedom of speech. Like you can say things to have other people agree with you on something that you're saying. But at the same time, we will never know if that movie is actually truly about anti-religion. But let's say it is. Okay. It's like
Happy Feet is anti-religious.
It's like what I said before. It's probably not talking like the broadness of the religion of Christianity, just those specific types of communities of Christianity, because they do exist.
I know that. I used to be a Christian dude.
But at the same time, this is a film, which film, last time I checked, is a form of art and entertainment
And expressionism.
and expression. So if you don't like it, then don't go see it again. Like, it's as simple as that.
You do have a point. Touche.
But like I found the whole thing funny, all the word choices funny.
Wow. I appreciate you going down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, no problem.
No, you went deep. Well, not deep, but you went deep.
Yeah, to be honest, that went 20 minutes, which is a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it's fine.
Do you know about the Bruno's the blog post about Bruno Mars is gay?
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, for those of you who don't know, here I go Googling again.
Rip.
There's a blog post made by BuzzFeed, was it?
It wasn't made by. It wasn't BuzzFeed.
It was something like, "Does Bruno Mars is gay?" There it is. Okay. For the record, he isn't. He is a baller. The rumor come out. Oh, I have the blog post right here. So essentially, this got covered on Game Grumps. That's where I heard about it. But essentially,
like 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago, when he was like still like a saint, like people were like, "Is he gay?" But then 24K Magic and all that stuff, and his turnaround. Like we're it's pretty much safe to assume that the man is not gay and that he is a pimp. But there was a blog post that came out titled "The Rumor Come Out: Does Bruno Mars is Gay?" It is one of the most hilarious things I've ever freaking read. You feel a tumor the size of a baseball.
Bruno Mars is gay is the most discussed in the media in a few years ago.
Can I read it? Can I read it?
Yeah.
I'm really good at this. Even it has happened in 2012, but some of the public still curious about what is exactly happening, and to be the reason there is a rumor about comes out about his gay. At the time he became the massive social networking rumor, the public, especially his fans, are shocked. He just came out with his bad rumor, which is spread massively. This time, it's not about his music career, but his bad rumor. The rumor is out of standardized of hoax. According to the last reported singer, he revealed himself as homosexual. Do you still believe it or not? This rumor is really much talked about by people, even a person of his fans.
I swear this person does not know English.
I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he was like, I'm going to write it in my native tongue, take it to Google Translate, and whatever comes out of that is my blog.
In all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised if that was like true.
Does Bruno Mars is gay? Does he have to know?
Oh, I feel burp. There we go.
Scotty doesn't know. Oh.
Scotty doesn't know. Oh.
Does his Scotty has
Scotty.
no?
What?
Okay, Austin. So, how do you like Minecraft?
I mean, I like it as much as I did 8 years ago. But
would you say that it improved?
Well, I mean, it's improved, but also at the same time, PC will also be far superior with it because that's really their main platform.
PC Master Race.
I wouldn't say that, but
yes.
No, it's just preference of what exactly you want to play.
Suck my ass. PC is
sure, I will by showing you this wholesome video. Hello, friend. Today we gonna be eating fruits. Oh, it's a microphone. So, this guy is like acting as like using a rubber cat. Yeah. And the cat is cutting fruit, and is like, ooh, this is good fruit. Yum. Ouchie. And like actually using a knife. Oranges. Choppy. Taste test. Yummy.
This makes me want to die.
Very good.
Strawberries.
Just broke a plate like it's nothing. Choppy. Double choppy. Taste test.
Literally, the rubber cat is just
Yep,
smacking
yep,
against
yep.
the strawberries.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
He's like, yum.
Sweepy. And now it's sweeping.
Is this how we're ending off the episode?
Yeah.
How long have we been going for?
About like an hour 40.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. This time flies, man.
Yeah.
That whole happy feed had me a whole concerning.
Well, I'm happy about that, and I hope it has all of you concerned too.
It's like-
Really quick before we tune off, I would like to thank Devlin Sound for making our intro and outro. He does some pretty good work. So go down in the description to see some of his other work, and you can also, if you are watching this on YouTube, you can also listen to this on Spotify, Google Play Music, and iTunes. But you can also listen to it on Podbean. On Podbean, Podbean, you can actually download the podcast too.
Ooh, yeah.
And of course, those of you who are listening to this newest episode on one of those platforms, if you want to visually see what we are seeing, then you can go to our YouTube channel for that. So yeah. And thank you for all of you who have tuned in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I love you.
Love you all.